feet under.
Hi guys, so this week on 6 Feet Under is Creepy Story Week, so we're all going to tell a true creepy thing that has happened to us in the past. Mine, I'm going to be honest, is not really that creepy. The main reason I'm choosing this is because I don't have a lot of creepy things happen to me, so this was like terrifying at the time that it happened because I hadn't really had many creepy experiences. Nothing creepy ever happens. So I'm sorry if this doesn't exactly do it for a scare factor because I'm kind of boring. Nothing really ever happens to me. Let's just get started, I guess. I think about 2 years ago, our family went up to Maine to visit some family and do some sightseeing and stuff like that. At some point we ended up going to Fort Knox, and if you guys have seen any like ghost hunter shows or anything, it's this old like it's like old kind of military base type thing that's supposed to be super haunted. I didn't know it was gonna be haunted and I was kind of not wanting to go, and then we got there and I saw the poster for the ghost hunters thing on the side of on the front of the like gift shop window thing, and I got really excited. So we figured out that the fort was supposedly haunted, and I mean, I was excited because I've always been into kind of like that ghost sort of stuff. So we went into the gift shop to pick up like maps and stuff so that we wouldn't get totally lost. And while we were in there, my parents were talking to the lady behind the desk about like what we could do and what was there and just, yeah. And I was kind of looking around the gift shop and stuff, and I saw this like plaque on the wall, and it was a thing on the history of, I think it was like the general's quarters or something like that, that was supposed to be the most haunted area in the entire fort. There have been like reports of tourists feeling like they're being touched. There's a display in there of like a replica of what it might have looked like when the fort was actually being utilized. So there's like mannequins and things in there, so people said that they had seen things moving, they felt like they'd been touched, or that there was just someone in there. And it was really just kind of unsettling for them. And I was like, oh, whatever, ghosts aren't really real. Like, it's kind of cool that people think this place is haunted, though, so sure, let's just see if anything happens. Now, by the time we were in the fort area for like maybe 30 minutes, I was already getting some really weird vibes from the place. So I'm not gonna like say I'm some medium or something, because honestly I know nothing about like the paranormal. I've not had any experiences whatsoever, but I was getting like a really weird vibe from the place. So it was really cool to see, but it was really old, and just maybe it was just me knowing it was haunted that made it kind of weird, but something was wrong. At one point our family kind of split up, so it was my mom and me, and then my sister and my dad were off in another area. The area that me and mom ended up in somehow was, yep, the general's area with the display, whatever. So of course I'm just like, oh crap, this is like the most haunted area in the entire place. Hopefully nothing happens to me. Hopefully I don't like die or something. This is in like 6th grade, so it was when my anxiety was really bad already. It's probably worse now, but it was bad back then, and so I was kind of nervous, really nervous. There was a staircase going up to a higher level balcony kind of area. My mom really wanted to go up the staircase, but not only was I getting weird vibes from the fort in general, I was getting really weird, messed up feelings about going up this staircase. I just did not feel right. Something told me to not go up the staircase. Just don't do it. So I didn't, and I stayed in the area, the general's area, if you will. My mom went up the staircase alone. She's like, stay here, and I will be back after I've seen whatever's up here. I'm like, okay, no big deal. I'll just be down here alone for a couple minutes. I ended up being down there by myself for only about 5 minutes, and I felt like I was being watched. I just kind of felt wrong. It was, just really creepy. There was nobody else in there with me. The mannequin did not have a face. So it was not the mannequin. There's no way I would have felt like I was being looked at by something that I know does not have eyes, okay? It was really creepy. I just felt like there was someone else in there. It was messed up. So, of course, as a 12-year-old child, my first reaction is to run, arms flailing, down another staircase into this grassy courtyard area. Thankfully, my dad and my sister were out there anyway already, so I just hung with them. But I bolted. I don't know what possessed me to do that. It wasn't even that weird of a sensation. Like, I didn't feel like I was in danger at all, but I did not like the feeling of being watched, like there was somebody in there. It was the weirdest thing I think I've ever experienced. So yeah, that is essentially what happened to me. I really hope you guys at least got a little bit of entertainment out of this, if nothing else. I know it wasn't that creepy, and I'm sorry. I'm kind of a fail. I said this before, I'm gonna say it again, nothing ever really happens to me, so yeah, that's about it. I will see you guys next week, maybe. There's a chance that I won't be here next week because I'm an alternate for auditions for state orchestra. Our school is only allowed 30 people, so we have to have auditions, and then if you do well in those auditions, you get to go to another set of auditions, and if you make it into the orchestra from there. So I'm an alternate for auditions, and auditions are next Saturday. That's my upload date, so there's a chance that I may not be here next week, so if I don't see you next week, I will see you the week after that. I love you all so much, and have a great day. Bye!